Yeah, I work in the building.
What do you do?
I'm an architect.
Ortiz got him. I don't know. Ortiz got him. Fucking push him. Pressure. Get it. Come on. Oh. Knock him down. Put your hands up. That's so cool. That is so cool. Yeah. Last round. Oh no. He crossing tight and
It's the Architect, man. The main event of the evening, Luis the Real King Kong Ortiz versus Tony. You already know why I'm here. Oh, my bad. Excuse me. The Tiger Thompson. Yeah, man. You know, Tony Thompson took this fight on late notice. You know, Luis Ortiz, you know, had to get in the ring, had to get some work. First thing I noticed when they announced it, because you knew Tony wasn't going to be in great shape. He never looked like he was in crazy great shape, you know. But credit to him, man, at starting his career, I believe it was at 28, man. You know, and being able to, you know, do the stuff that he was able to do. Never became a champion, but, you know, fought for the title several times and fought a lot of good names, upset some guys, David Price and, you know, stuff like that. You know, he made a career, you know, late. And, you know, good for him at 44. You know, hopefully this is it. You know, after he lost to Malik Scott, you know, he didn't look that great. You know, I felt like, you know, it's coming to a close. But, yeah, like I was saying, when they announced that he was 263, first thing I looked back at, one of the guys, and we both said to each other, man, it's a little too heavy, man. You know, it's a little too heavy. So, you know, when I heard that, and, you know, Tony always kind of having like a soft mid section, I figured Ortiz would go to the body a lot more early and get him out of there quick. But that wasn't the case, you know. You know, Ortiz could have pressured him, I felt, at times a lot more, and set him up with shots. But, you know, Tony was a little crafty in there, man. It seemed like you should have been able to just run right through him, but he was doing little slight things, you know, rolling and you know, sticking a jab out there every now and then. Probably should have done it a little bit more, but what's name was coming over the top with the left hand. You know, at times when people were, you know, wanting him to throw that jab, or Tony to throw that jab a little bit more, so he was getting cracked. And yeah, man, let's get to it, man. What was it? What was that? I think it was what 2 knockdowns. You know, no, matter of fact, it was actually 3 knockdowns. You know, Ortiz was able to pop him midway through the first round, and you know, you can tell Thompson's age, but he felt like an old man, just crumbling like, you know, your grandpa, you know, losing his balance or something to try to hold on to something. But yeah, you know, like I was saying, man, Ortiz's body work, I felt like he could have got him out there a little bit earlier. We was all expecting a knockout sooner than later. You know, it came around at the 6th round, but I feel like he could have probably got him out a little bit earlier if he attacked the body a little bit more. But yeah, that 3rd round, man, he caught Tony right over the head, man, with a left hand to sit him down at the end of the 3rd round, and Tony was saved by the bell, man. Literally, I mean, it rung, and I was like, "Whoo, he about to be in for a long one." But that was the theme, though. Tony Thompson would roll, and maybe because, you know, he's losing a little bit of his not a little bit, but he's losing his reflexes as he's getting older. You know, he would roll you know, the opposite direction of the left hand, but he would expose his whole side and back of his head. And I believe, you know, from what I was seeing, it looked like Ortiz wasn't necessarily hitting him flush on the chin, but hitting him, you know, on the top of his crown, or slightly in the back, or a little bit in the temple. That range in that area, because that's the spot that Thompson was getting, you know, rolling and just exposing that side of his head, you know, for all three of his knockdowns, I believe. I think it was all, you know, left hands to the top of his head, man. Yeah, I'm going to get to it at the end, man. And, you know, 6th round, Luis Ortiz is able to get him out of there, man. Knockout. You know, yeah, man, where does Luis Ortiz go from here? You know, want to keep seeing him fight. I think he's a very dangerous heavyweight. I think everybody's kind of vulnerable in this heavyweight division, but you know, it's wide open right now, and he's right in the mix, man. He's got a great skill level. You know, he's a precise puncher. He's an athletic big guy, and he's a southpaw, man. It's very dangerous. Tony Thompson, man, is it time to hang it up? I'd say so, but you know, he was able to get I would assume he got a solid check for this fight, fighting in his backyard, which is all good, man. You know, he didn't go out on his shield like he was claiming he was going to do. He was claiming he was going out for the knockout, but you know, he was able to catch Ortiz with a few good shots that Ortiz probably wasn't expecting, and he made it interesting at certain spots, but it wasn't a great fight. It had its moments, man. It was just a funny event with some funny people around, man. They made that fight particularly very enjoyable, just by the commentary that we was all giving. Yeah, man. Just a good night of boxing again. Yeah, man. Good to see fights coming back to DC. There's another one coming up, Adrian Bronner, and see if they can get some more, man. Leonardo B is talking about more fights out in DC, man. You know, as Floyd was out here not too long ago, promoing and kicking it, and yeah, let's keep him rolling, man. You know, it's me, the Architect. I'm out.